All right, we are live. Watching the replay. Thank you very much for being part of the replay crew. Heading out on my walk. 220 days in a row of doing this. Amazing how fast time goes by. We'll have 495 miles done when I get back home today. Possum's here. Number one today, Possum. And I can see you. I can see your chat. Dragon's here. Good morning, Reggie. Good morning to you. Hope we see some deer. Absolutely. Yeah, yesterday, got home and I saw them in my own backyard. Still a little chilly this morning. I think it's 40 degrees. Mike is here. Good morning, Mike. $40 right now. It's supposed to get up to like 75 today. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. $70 and rainy there for you, huh? Jerry, good morning. All good morning to you. Good to see you all here today. Well, just starting out on day 220, 495 miles today. I'm ready for nothing lower than 55 degrees. I'm ready for those temperatures. I don't like wearing hats and coats and all that. Sunday, yes, the running of the day 500, absolutely. Gary, Mountaintop, how you doing today? Good to see you. Crazy weather. Yeah, I was talking to my daughter yesterday up in Ohio, and she said it's going to be 83 there on Sunday. It is kind of crazy. I mean, 80s up there is hot weather. They get 4 or 5 days in a row in the 80s, and it's a heat wave. Still looking for warm weather. Yeah. Me too. I thought we had it. I was out here in t-shirts walking in the mornings, and now I got coat and hat back on. 95 and sunshine. Yep. I don't mind that at all. All right. All your insoles are working out, testing positive. That's good. That's one time a guy wants a positive test, right? Yeah, they'll having to wear a coat and hat. Just I'm done with it. I am done with it. Nothing over 70 for you. I mean, that's good weather. Actually, you know, if you're going to be working outside, especially, you know, 60s and 70s, that's good weather to work in. That's for sure. I mean, 95 is not good weather to work in. Looking like a gorgeous day. Fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be pretty nice here. 75 and sunny. As long as there's no ice, you're fine. Yeah. '60s at the beach, though. Nah. If I'm at the beach, I want it to be in the 80s or 90s. Smoking meat and cutting grass. Cody Pierce, how you doing? Oklahoma. Malice is here. OG is here. Jeff, good morning. Looking at 76 later. Yeah. We're supposed to hit mid 70s here as well, so I will take it. Today's your birthday, Malice? Well, happy birthday, man. How young are you today, Malice? '39. Wow. You young pup, man. I got 26 years on you. Happy birthday to you, though. Anything special planned? Going to the beach in the winter, or the ocean in the winter, no crowds, lots of seashells and waves, yeah. Yeah, 39. Wow. Seems like so long ago. Just hanging with your 9-year-old. Well, you know what? That can be a special moment right there. Guppy. The weekend is going to be nice. Yep. Your oldest might come by. Yeah, 39. That does seem like a long time ago. Hungry, was it Hungry Reacts? New subscriber? Well, thank you. Welcome in. I go for a walk every day. Live stream from that walk. I've been walking 3 miles now for a while. It was 2 for a long time. I went to 3. I'm headed to 1,000 miles in a year's time. So, been doing this. This is the 220th day in a row. Been doing this. I do not like Pittsburgh Steelers. Absolutely not. May break out some shorts on Sunday, yeah. John Picard, good morning. I thought I lost the glove. I got it on my hand. Oh, geez. Walking is very good for us, yes. It has definitely improved my health, I believe. Do what you can, don't overdo it. Yeah, I was overdoing it for a while. Beginning of March, I was trying to hit a certain time for my 3-mile walk, and I was definitely overdoing it. I was in a lot of pain, just trying to make that time or beat that time. And I am of the mindset now that as long as I get my 3 miles, then I'm doing good. At 65, almost 66 years old, just the fact I'm out walking 3 miles every day is enough. Cindy, there you are. Good morning. Cindy caught her personal best last night on carp. Was it over 19 pounds, almost 20 pounds? Goat, hi, how are you? Let me turn the camera around here, see where I'm walking. Got just a little stretch of my walk here that's on a kind of busy road, especially this time of day, everybody heading to work just before 8 o'clock. It was awesome. I think when I left the stream, Cindy, you had 2 channel cats and 2 carp, including your personal best. Did you get any more than that? That was all? Okay. Everybody going off to work. Thank God it's Friday. Yes. Morning. The usual crowd shuffles in. So now we're down at the trail. I've got a little over 2 miles to go. I want to do some snakehead fishing and shoot. 2 years ago, you didn't need a license to catch them because they were invasive. Now Maryland has reclassified the snakehead as a game fish. Maryland must need money, yeah. Yeah, it's funny how they do stuff like that. State of Ohio, I remember years ago, that's like way back in the 90s. Can't believe I said that, but anyway, they decided that they were going to reduce the number of deer that could be taken on a license. And I don't know what the number was. I don't, yeah. I don't know what the number was that they could take before or after, because I'm not a deer hunter. But anyway, they reduced the number of deer hunters could take. And so a lot of people just didn't even hunt in Ohio. They went down to Kentucky and went hunting, or somewhere else. And the deer population expanded great amount in the state of Ohio, and they started having more car wrecks involving deer. Imagine that. So they upped the number again. It's in the herd. Should have called in, got some sleep this morning. Yeah. Old Robin Trower Memorial Bridge. How late were you out fishing, Cindy? Yeah, more deer, higher insurance prices. Exactly. I don't know what that is, Jeff. I'm not up with that. Oh, you drank an energy drink and you were up until 2? I think I was drinking coffee when I was on your live stream last night, Cindy. So he just wanted his 11-pound cow. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Squirrel, squirrel. You fishing the biggest part tonight? Okay. People been cutting grass down here. That's for sure. There's Lisa. Good morning. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you being here. Day 220 today. 495 miles. Yes, ma'am, Lisa. 220. I got 145 days to get in 505 miles. Damn, that seems like a lot. Spent a lot of time walking 2 miles. 165 days of walking 2 miles a day. So half a man is a sharp dressed man. Okay. I've heard that name before, but I had no idea who it was. I guess I've just been living in my own little world for a long, long time. You got 48 vacation hours and you're not going back. Yeah. Not too late. You're not there yet, are you? Good morning. Hi, Josh. Good to see you this morning. A lot of traffic over here today. Make sure I don't get hit by a car. Sitting there watching the wheels go round and around. Love to watch them roll. Sun's peeking through the trees. Gonna get warm, warm, warm today. Well, 75 degrees. I definitely have slowed down my pace, as I used to shoot for getting to this point right here in 20 minutes, and it's 21 and a half minutes now into my walk. So I'm here temporary this morning. I may have to leave a little early to go across town and get my 53 tractor and drive it all the way back home. Oh, okay. In for a big snowstorm? Oh, geez. I don't like that 4-letter word. Everybody else is talking about how warm it's going to be this weekend. It's going to be warmer. What my daughter told me, it's going to be warmer up in Ohio this weekend than it is down here. Yeah, don't have to shovel sunshine. Exactly. This time of year, I think everybody hates snow. If it was December, everybody would be saying, oh my gosh, are we going to have a white Christmas? Is it going to snow before Christmas? Come on, we need some snow. But when you're in March, it's like, okay, that's enough. Ready to see some daffodils blooming. I think I saw something up ahead moving around. I don't know if it's a deer or not, but you gonna call in, Cindy? I'm hoping the Nevada doesn't melt my wife. I'm so ready to leave this state. Yeah, I know. I know. You can't just turn it on and off. There he is right there. Or there's one right there. Hi, buddy. How you doing? There's another one back there behind him. Directly over his back, there's one sitting back there in the woods. Reggie, are you still here? Reggie asked if we were going to see some wildlife today. Well, we definitely did. I got 2 deer standing right in front of me, and there's another one right over there. I don't know if you can see him. He's pretty well camouflaged. Actually, there's two. Oh my goodness, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one back behind that one. I can see 4. There's a 5th one right there. They're all over the place, that's for sure. That guy that's walking away there seems kind of big. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you guys. Don't worry. I love seeing you guys too much. Flap that tail up so we can see that white tail. Marshall, Will, and Holly. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to put you in the freezer. I don't have a freezer, so. All right, let's move on. They might still be there when I get back. Or somewhere around here anyway. They don't seem to be in a big hurry to move on from anywhere. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I counted 4. There might have been a couple more there, but the other day we saw 6. All in one grouping. It's always cool when we get to see some wildlife. Maybe we'll get to see some white squirrels up ahead. You know, Josh, way back when, last summer, I started bringing apples out here, and whenever I brought apples, I didn't see any deer. So I just started throwing them out in my backyard, thinking that I would attract more to my backyard, and they would disappear every day, but it wasn't deer, it was squirrels that were eating them. Not white squirrels either. Possum, you lived in Nevada for a while. I have to admit, I've driven through Nevada a few times. That's it. I went to Vegas once when I lived in Phoenix. Drove up to Vegas for the weekend. Going out in July to see if she can handle the heat and look at houses. That would be a big, you have to adapt quite a bit. Go from 4 seasons with winter and all that to go out to Vegas. Local hardware store, feed store that sells feed, and get yourself some molasses oats. Molasses oat cookies. They're usually for horses, obvious, but they work really well. Oh, for deer? All right. Never lived anywhere but Ohio, huh? Good morning. Spring Creek had a place at the base of the Ruby Mountains, over 5K in elevation. Snow was measured by the foot, not inches. Yeah. Lived in Fort Myers, Florida for a couple of years as a kid. The heat isn't an issue for you. Ducky, good morning. Yeah, I can handle the heat. I mean, I just don't like. I ain't no. There's nothing I don't like about the heat. I mean, I can definitely handle the heat. I don't like desert where there's no plants and stuff like that, or very little. I like that right there. Um, but it's the cold. Just depends on how long it lasts. But the cold can definitely get to me. Jen away, how you doing today? Good to see you, Jen. Doing good, fantastic. Nice to have you in my chat this morning, Jen. Hopping in Grandma's car with the vinyl seats, yeah, yeah. Leather seats are not the best either in a hot environment. I got a white squirrel over there in the yard, way over there. Try to zoom in, and you can just barely see him right above my finger there, walking around. And now the camera won't even focus on him. Oh yeah, they definitely blister your legs. Well, maybe we'll see some more white squirrel. Seems like anymore when I see one, I see more of them. So we did see some deer earlier for those that just joined in. Saw 4 deer off in the woods, just kind of meandering around. Pretty quiet out here this morning. I'm kind of surprised. Johnny Wire, a winter singing Highway 49. Love seeing wildlife. Yes, yes, I do too. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I knew we'd see another white squirrel. There we go. Look at that. Everybody get a screenshot of that. That's something else right there. No, we haven't passed the Cush Brothers yet. That's on my way back. There we go. That little dude just sitting there posing for a picture. Huh. Yeah, you're cute as hell. You're cute as hell. Get my views and my subscriptions up. No, no, it's not a plastic squirrel. We can't start a whole new rescue mission. The one's still not even complete. They look like Peanut Brothers. They are so cute. Yeah. Arctic squirrels seem out of place. Yeah. All right. So we've made it to the turnaround finally. I did touch the gate and we're on our way back. Tilt walker. Yep. There he is. But I got sunshine on my shoulder. There we go. Get it on my shoulder. There we go. Time to change some light bulbs. Why do hats twist on your head when you're wearing a toboggan like this, or whatever you want to call this hat? A toque? Cindy's back. You called in, Cindy? Welcome back. And did you use the excuse that you had the Hershey's today? Wind velocity, yeah, from moving so fast. That's what it is, Mike. All right, we'll get the camera turned around. Cindy, I know yesterday you were talking about job hunting or going back to work, and I mentioned Dave Hussein Bolt. Yeah, that's one thing. I've never been fast. Never been fast. But you were talking about going back to work, and I mentioned a YouTube channel called The Corner Office, and I watched a little bit of his stuff yesterday, and it's spelled Koerner, and he just what's the word, brainstorms business ideas. But he has people, interviews people. He actually travels and goes to different places and meets people that have started just odd businesses that you wouldn't think of. There's Rainy. Hello, Rainy. I watched a video yesterday of a guy that he started renting out washers and dryers, and he started out buying brand new washers and dryers, and rents them for $50 a month, and started out, like I said, buying brand new. But he's been in business now for 2 years. He makes $10,000 a month doing it now, and he's looking at doubling his business. Says he works like maybe 10 hours a week at the most. So, but he gets a lot of used appliances as well and fixes them up. But I mean, that's just one of the many, many ideas that this guy's presented on his channel. I don't know, Cindy, how entrepreneurial you are, but I don't know, might be a good place to look, watch some of the videos. So I know I talk all the time, or I say all the time, that there's so many different ways to make money in this world, especially here in this country. He had some lady that she's in New York City, and it's definitely a location specific type of job or business. But she sits in your car, charges $75 an hour to sit in your car, and if you're getting ready to get a ticket, she'll move your car for you so you don't get a ticket. And if you're like double parked or something like in New York City, and you just park someplace for a little bit of time, but she'll just sit in your car for a couple hours. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Go check it out. Okay. Lester's probably still in the corner. Absolutely. I mean, it seemed like a really crazy idea to me, but I forget how much money she said she makes, but I guess she makes a fair amount of money. But like I said, that's location specific. You're probably not going to start a business like that in Knoxville, Cindy. I don't know if parking downtown Knoxville is that bad. Very scenic trail, Thurman, yes. I want a job testing weed products. I do it for free now. Yeah. Thurman, I go on this walk every day. Today's the 220th day in a row I've been doing it. I've been walking recently 3 miles a day. I was walking 2 for a while. Headed to a full year of doing this and 1,000 miles. So every morning, same time, about 7:45. Lately, probably going to go back to 7:30 here soon. But go out and take a walk, and then get home, sit and drink some coffee, have a nice little chat with everybody in the chat. So, got to get a dispensary job, yeah. I don't know if they give you samples, so that'd be the thing, Cindy. It might end up costing you more. When I was in the Air Force, a friend of mine, got a job at the package store on base. That's where you buy that's like the liquor store on base. And he got a job there to make some extra money. I worked with him during the day, but he worked at the package store in the evenings, thinking he's going to make some extra money. Yeah, he spent it all at the liquor store. Spent everything he made plus some. So, because people would come in and they tell him, "Oh man, this is good stuff right here. You gotta have this stuff." So he'd buy it. But yeah, here come the Kush Bros. Morning, guys. Good morning. If Tennessee's had dispensaries, you'd move there. You walk as well, keep the blood circulating properly. Yeah, it's a good way to start your day. That's why I do it in the morning. It's for the motivation, Thurman. It is always good to walk. Caffeine's the hardest drug you can handle. I'd be a hot mess on anything harder. Yeah, me too. Have dispensaries on every corner up there in Illinois. Matthew, how you doing this morning? Looking at a $150 bottle of whiskey the other day. I thought to myself, that's 3 bags of Ingway gummies. Yeah, Rainey's in Illinois. I think if I get another job, I think the job I'm going to get is on a golf course. That way I can play free golf. And I don't want to be out being a groundskeeper. I want to be sitting in there collecting greens fees, sitting in the air-conditioned clubhouse. my brother-in-law used to do that. He worked at a little golf course, and he could play golf anytime he wanted. And He used to play. I went out with him a few times on Sunday mornings. We'd play, but it was nice. THC is outlawed in Tennessee. Have dispensaries in Maryland, but our governor has raised the tax to 14%. 70s chick, how you doing? Absolutely, it was an honor to serve. Good to see you again today, Lisa. Nice to have you here. The sun is out today, Matthew. Absolutely. Good morning. I'm medical, so no tax for me. You have no dispensaries in Idaho. Oh, it's supposed to rain today? Not here. We have THC right now, but a bunch of places go under in July. Oh, huh. THCA, is that something different, or I'm guessing it's got something to do with THC, but you smoke potatoes in Idaho. Tons of dispensaries in Ohio. I've never touched the stuff in my life. All right, 70s chick. Yeah, see, Cindy, I'm the same way. I don't use it. Probably never will again. I don't know. Maybe someday I get the urge, but I don't know. But I don't fault anybody that does. If you want to, go right ahead. Everything in moderation, you know. Rainy, are you still over in Iowa? Oh, wow. She got her first class already done in 2 weeks. Wow. They make CBD for dogs now. Jeez. Yeah, you know, all about that almighty dollar. That's what it's about. So, hi, Birdie. How you doing? Uh-oh. Get hit by a car. Sorry about that. You are in Iowa. Oh, that sucks, yeah. Good for pain and stress, huh? So basically the same reason for dogs as it is for humans. Funerals are no fun at all. I want mine to be a party. Everybody take note of that. I want to be cremated, and I want there to be a party. Yeah, down Tennessee, it's pretty right leaning state. So I know Ohio had a lot of trouble making it legal, but it was because of how they were doing it. There were certain people that were going to profit off of it, and that was it. So, good morning. the cop dog in him. Yeah, I want there to be a keg at my funeral. I don't want it to be a funeral. I just want it to be a celebration of my life. I'm gonna write it all down. Exactly what I want. Maybe I'll record a video. Hi. Maybe I'll record a video. Today is the first day of spring, is it really? Yay! Finally. Mike Fritz, good morning. There you go, Mike. Absolutely, Mike. That's the kind of funeral I want. Welcome everyone to spring. Good morning. There you go, Rolling Stones tribute band. Matthew, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Always a pleasure to have you here. Played Pantera for a friend's funeral. You'll be there until next week? Okay. Yep, I want it to be a party atmosphere. I don't know about live band, but at least somebody playing some good hard rock and roll music. A coffee can, someone's storage locker, exactly. Ron is here. Good morning, Ron. Ron was a brave, brave man yesterday. He went live and had his wife wax his nose hairs live on YouTube. What a brave man. Live band and strippers. Lester, the walk's going good. I'm not anywhere near breaking any records today, but we've stopped and we saw deer. I saw 2 white squirrels. And yeah, I've been stopping to read the chat. So you were sleeping, Mike? Did I hear strippers? You say strippers and ACR shows up? Yep. Yeah, 2 comments above you, 3 comments above you. Someone says strippers and ACR Protect shows up. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, celebrate the life. That's exactly what I want. I mean, everybody stands around at a funeral anyway, and they don't know what to say. And they're not going to talk about how miserable you were when you died. I mean, like my brother died of cancer, and nobody stood around and was talking, oh my God, yeah, I saw him, and he had chemo, and he was, and blah, 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 blah. Nobody's talking about that stuff. Everybody's talking about how great a guy he was, Linda is here. Good morning, Linda. Yeah, a whole bunch of people in here now. Yeah, Ron having his nose hairs waxed live on stream, live on YouTube. That was something else. All right. If you notice, I'm stopping an awful lot today. The old hip is hurting, but like I said, I'm not going to push it I'm already almost at 56 minutes on my walk. So definitely not setting any records today. You don't have school, Mike? All right. The incline of insanity is complete. $220 days, 495 miles. When I get home, the voodoo incline, slight return. Thank you, Andrew. Got sunshine. Bright sunshine this morning. Definitely warming up. It is beautiful. Where are we at on? Okay. I just checking the charge on my phone. See whether or not I need to plug in. I do. Plus, you know, I went to, was many years ago, it was my 24-year-old nephew who was shot in the back. It was all sadness for 6 hours. Yeah, I'll bet. For a 24-year-old, I mean, that's understandable. When someone lives 60 or 70 years or more, it should definitely, I think, it should definitely be a celebration of all the years that they were alive. The last funeral, okay. Rainey, you'll be right back. All right. We did see a few deer out on the trail this morning, and then also some white squirrels. Had a white squirrel posing for us up in a tree. It was pretty nice. That's right. Today's your anniversary, ACR. Happy anniversary to you. 22 years. That's amazing, Andrew, that someone put up with you for 22 fucking years. All right, we've made it home. General Jake, $2.99. Thank you very much, General Jake. I appreciate that. I have made it home 220 days in a row of walking. I've got 495 miles under my belt. I don't want that light on. Oh, General Jake, no, it's, please. That's $2.99 more than I had a minute ago. So it's much, much appreciated. Here's this camera turned around. Andrew, you have a wonderful day today as well. Tell your wife I said God bless her. And I hope you guys have a happy anniversary. Oh my gosh, General Jake. All right, that's definitely enough. Get the microphone situation fixed here. Get you on the tripod. And I'll get caught up on the chat. General Jake, thank you very much. I certainly appreciate the super chats. All right. And we're going to get rid of the hat. It is a little warm. I am a little warm anyway. All right. I made my bed this morning. Being a good, productive young man that I am. Let's see if I can get caught up on the chat here real quick. Where did I leave off? Ducky, welcome me home. Thank you very much. Mike, I like your eulogy. All right, let's back as far as I think I need to go. Well, fine, that's what. Okay, 70 chick. I read your comment. Hope you're all well and happy. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate that. Would you do it again? The question is, would his wife do it again? Yes, it is going to be a beautiful day today. Mid 70s, going to be sunny all day. Cue the strip music. All right, I'm just going to scroll to the bottom here. Sorry if I missed your chat. Jenna, are you taking off, Jen? Today is going to be a beautiful day. Yes, we'll see you later, Jen. Thanks for being here today. I appreciate you coming in. That's Josh's wife, by the way. Josh, one of my moderators. That's his wife. She is the one that informed me, and she was a lifesaver for my channel about my rogue moderator that I had. So I'd probably still be under 1,000 subs if Jen wouldn't have come along. Yeah, get some stuff done before you go to work. All right, Jen. We'll see you later. Thank you very much for being here. I love having you here. Mike, Mike Fritz, you're leaving too. All right, we'll see you later. Thank you for being here. We're up to 33 likes. Not doing bad. My time was way over time, but my hip started hurting about halfway through the walk, and I just strolling along. You'll be on again? I know you will. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you again. You are always, always welcome here. And you're another strong woman for putting up with Josh. Lester, of course, she's got the notebook out. Slow motion beats no motion, absolutely. Nothing to it but to do it. My glasses are freaking filthy. You can tell I fell asleep with my glasses on last night. So today is Friday, what, the 20th? Relatable, falling asleep with your glasses on, yeah. And then you get that little sweat mark up at the top of your glasses. Paul, how you doing? Thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. And there's another Paul. We got all kinds of Pauls in here today. The red mark on you. Oh yeah, well yeah, I always have. Always. I mean, if I'm not wearing my glasses, people know that I wear glasses. Hope both catch some big carp. Absolutely. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Lester's got stuff on his nightstand, and nobody will understand. Yeah, I've been wearing glasses since fourth grade, and I think a pair of glasses has been permanently attached to my face since I was in the fourth grade. So, General Jake, yeah, I've got several that I wish I would have never got rid of. I had several different GTOs, old Pontiac GTOs. I had a Triumph motorcycle I wish I still had. Yeah, and Lisa, 70s chick, that's exactly how I'm approaching it now, is just completing the 3 miles. If I do it in a good time, that's good. But I was in a lot of pain while I was out on my walk, and I wasn't enjoying it at all. And slowing down a little bit, I've seen more wildlife lately. I was just focusing in on, I need to get to this point by this time. So, um, wish you still had your 70 Camaro and 94 Trans Am. Dave just finished his walk. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I just got back from my walk. Another 3 miles, 220 days in a row now. I've been going out and walking. I was walking 2, now I'm walking 3, and I'm going to up it to 4 for the last 70 days. And that will put me at 1 year, at the 1 year point, 365 days, I'll hit 1,000 miles. So, had 2003 Impala LS. When I moved to Australia, had to get rid of it. Kind of want to import one there. Okay. You got goulash on your nightstand. Been there for a week or more. Hamburger helper, cheeseburger from last night, and coffee from yesterday on the night. Jesus, your nightstand is getting pretty full, Lester. You have to get rid of some stuff. Wish you still had your Firebird. Never had a Camaro. Never had a Firebird. I had lots of Pontiac, Tempest, Le Mans, and GTOs. I had the first GTO I bought was a '64 GTO, which was the first year they made them. And yeah, I love that car. Sold it to somebody. They were supposed to be making me payments. Never paid me a dime. Well, they gave me a couple $100 up front, but they never paid me a dime after that. So I went back and repossessed it. I still had a key to it, so I went back and I took it back from him. And there was nothing he could do about it. We had nothing in writing. So when I went and got it, the title and the license plates and everything were still in my name. So I went and picked it up. If he would have reported it stolen, all I would have to do is pull out the registration and say it's my car. So when I walk 2 miles, I walk through a baseball diamond field, and there are benches, so I sit down and rest every once in a while. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's the way I'm going to approach this. I know that when I was pushing it, if I stopped along the way, I'd feel a little bit better. And just stopping for 30 seconds and, looking at a squirrel or a deer or something, or just standing there reading chat for a little bit. But stop for about 30 seconds, and usually my shin pain would go away. And I haven't had, since I've slowed it down, I haven't had the problem with my shins. Um, so definitely helps. Wish I still had my mom's 84 Mercury Cougar, 302 V8 and her Hyundai Scoop and her two-door Pontiac Grand Am. Yep. I had a, what year was it? I had a Cougar. I think it was a 79 or an 80. No, it was older than that, 81 or 82 maybe. Yeah, more about the journey, absolutely. What? Smokey? Just got screwed out of 40 to 60 grand. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. And then someone comes in the chat named Nath Cool. Hello, how are you, Nat? Yeah, the old Pontiac Tempest. Smokey, what happened? I've been screwed out of that kind of money before, but I had to go through a divorce to do it, so. That was a smart move to go get it away from them. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and he'd done a bunch of, he'd tried to do a bunch of stuff to the car, and I had to undo a lot of the stuff that he did to the car, so. Okay, Lester. On that Cougar? Mountaintop saying hi to everybody. Howdy, y'all. That's the way we say it down here. That's the way they say it down here. Not how I say it. Zach, are you talking about my hoodies that I have on my website? I've got one. Got my logo on it. You can get one that has Get Busy Living on it. Has that exact print on it. I've got a t-shirt with that on it. Esbaraxney, however you say that, whatever you're trying to get across there. I hope you have a blessed day as well. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, it's bad, I'll bet. That's a lot of money. They held the message for review. Oh, okay, I didn't see it. Smokey's message? You did one test video for bass. I think I should say F it and just upload it. Heck yeah. Mountaintop, you should. Okay, your uncle put the engine in a race car? Yeah, I didn't see it, Smokey. The old 442. My brother had, well, actually, I bought my brother's off of him and then I blew the motor up in it. A 67 442 convertible, actually. That'd definitely be worth some money now. There you go, Mountaintop. Upload it. John Boy the Opal King. Well, welcome in. All right, Smokey, we'll try again. He said all the work he did, he won't get paid for because the guy that owes him drained all his accounts and shot. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, you're not going to see that money. So you were Smokey, if I got this right, you were working for a guy, he hadn't been paying you, and he was owing you money, and now he's like gone? I was behind a 442 when I was on Tail of the Dragon. That car was wheel hopping all over the place. I felt bad for him. Oh. You love the old Jesus. Smokey, dude, man. God, that sucks. That sucks, man. Zach, you like the stuff I've got on my Redbubble store? There's all kinds of stuff there, not just the get busy living stuff and the old guy hustle stuff. I got those designs with the 250th birthday, and then there's a bunch of other outdoor kind of stuff as well. So links in the description to my Redbubble store if you want to go look at it, buy any t-shirts or stickers or anything like that. Coffee cups I don't recommend. They're expensive, but I had to have that coffee cup. I mean, we sit here and drink coffee. I sit here and drink coffee and we chat every day, so I had to have that coffee cup. Stuck away in a shed for years, but a storm came along and blew the shed down on top of it. Oh man, that sucks. Looking at these crosses. The crosses that I built. There you go, Lester. Sweating to the oldies. Richard Simmons this morning. Getting that Jane Fonda workout in, huh, Mike? Okay, the crosses I built. That's what you're talking about? Yeah, I built those for Christmas presents, so. Everybody seemed to be pleased with them when I gave them to them for Christmas. So, gave one to each of my kids and my granddaughter. You're working on 5 jobs for him. They were his contracts, but I was doing the work, and the contract was after you finish the job, you get a big. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Got your lime green leggings on. They're pretty easy to build, Zach. They're pretty easy to build. I mean, you could do it with a handsaw. I mean, if you want to saw that much wood, but that'd be a lot of wood to cut with a handsaw, but you could do it with a handsaw. I wouldn't. But my shoulder would probably fall off after about 2 boards, but and you can, I mean, I used fence boards, so I had to rip them down to size. I think each board on the cross was 1 inch, I think. Trying to remember. But you could probably just go buy a board that's that width and do it. Yeah. Ducky, got a point there. You're gonna have your uncle. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube on how to build those crosses like that. So
I'll bet, Mike. I'll bet. The flags that I built they're pretty easy to build as well. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably build half dozen of those flags a day, easy. If I worked on it and just did it. I'm gonna grab me a fresh cup of coffee, and where are we at on the charge? Not very high. Why isn't my phone charging up very quick? Plug it in, plug it in. Oh, just plugging it in, it went up 1%. Walking to work. Okay, I saw the message that it withheld, Smokey. I'm not sure why it's holding back those messages, but I did see that message. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else you can do. I mean, at least it wasn't money that you already had sitting in your hand and you had plans for it. And I mean, I know you probably had plans for that kind of money, but you've had a comment that said didn't know Jesus played guitar. You do Tai Chi. My mom was into that for a while. Actually, my mom and dad were doing that for a little while. They were going to like you see in the videos, old people going to a park and doing it. So, and then of course I see all the videos on here on YouTube trying to get me to buy their course on Tai Chi. So, Taibo. All right, let's get the camera turned around. Grab me a fresh cup of coffee. I was doing a little workout for a while. It was like calisthenics kind of stuff. And just really, it was more stretching than anything else. And it was nice. I mean, but I just kind of got, like everybody else, got tired of it and just quit doing it. So, oh, Lester, that sucks. The gazelle. Sleep paralysis. Huh. The wear and tear on your body. Yep, absolutely. Ooga booga booga. How you doing today? I'm doing well. Yeah, those flags, I've looked into making them and selling them, and I may do that when I get back up to Ohio, whenever that happens. But I've looked into doing it and selling them. the biggest thing with them is, you know, people want you to ship them, and that's the biggest thing. So that's what it sounds like. I do that once in a great while. Rainy, all right, you take care. God bless you, and I know you're doing a lot for your daughter-in-law. So yeah, God bless you for what you're doing. Woke up and you couldn't breathe for a while. You take care of yourself, Rainy, and your family as well. Much love to you, absolutely. Smokey, I agree with you. There's Go. How you doing today, Future Rucci? Good to see you today. I've been back for a little while from my walk. 220 days, 495 miles now. You can make them under 21 inches long. It's a lot cheaper to ship. Okay. I think the last ones I did, they're 24 inches long, 13 high, 24 wide. So, Mike. Yeah, you there. She's got a pillow over your face. One or the other, Mike. Darian, how you doing today? I am in good spirits today. Absolutely. I, yeah. Cold right now. Yeah, I saw a little bit video you did the other day, and yeah, it's freaking snowing, another blizzard up there. So you'd prefer the pillow over your face, yeah. Being happy is one of the healthiest things you can do. Probably, yeah. Just the positive attitude, and yeah. As far as the selling of the flags, I mean, I've thought about doing it locally and just doing like Facebook Marketplace or something like that and selling them locally. And I've got all kinds of different ideas for different ways to do it. Not just flags, but I actually had a domain name for a while for a store, but I let that expire. So it's been 100 degrees for 3 days here in California. Wow. We had 4 feet of snow. Jesus Christ. In March? Hell no. Your eyes are burning. Turn everything off, Lester. Turn everything off. Too much screen time, Lester. Stayed at the hotel while we had a hurricane, kept smelling the sewer. I thought the line broke. I went and plugged all the drains with a wash rag, then found out it was just Mike. That's one of the messages you don't know how it's going to end. But I trust you enough to read it out loud, so 95 today in March, yeah. Yeah, you can definitely keep it up there, Smokey. You said the same thing. They said, welcome to Minnesota. Yeah, exactly. And burning means it's working, Lester. This is the hottest year on record in history. Is that really true? Half-assed man? Did you only half-ask that question? You don't know how to work YouTube. -13. Oh, fuck no. No, it's the first day of spring. God. Huh. Bet you all them goddamn environmentalists are up there saying, where's the global warming? Where's the global warming? Facts for sure. Okay. I don't think I agree with you, but I have very anecdotal facts. So I mean, it's only March, so how can you say it's the hottest year in history? You don't know. It might turn. We might end up like what was that movie where everything froze solid overnight or something? It is in California. Like I said, welcome to Minnesota. 39 degrees for you, Lester. It was 40 when I started out on my walk. I'm sure it's a lot warmer than that now, but still waiting for Maryland to become a desert state. Yeah, exactly. And Arizona to become a coastal state. Yeah, what happened to all of old Mr. Al Gore's predictions for the future? Supposedly we were going to be able to go fishing in downtown Miami. All right, half-assed, that's fine. You know, it sounds to me like you've researched it a little bit and you've heard or you've seen some facts, so that's fine with me. I'm not really concerned about it, to be honest with you. Mother Nature is Mother Nature. There's been all kinds of different things happen in my 65 plus years, and I remember when I was a kid, they were talking about how the world was cooling, and then it went to global warming, and now they just say climate change. So I don't believe any of this shit. So Vegas, Colorado, and Arizona are reaching 40-year records this week. All right. Al Gore, yeah, he got paid lots of money for his lies, too. Beg for global warming all winter, yeah. Just a little bit of it, exactly. He kind of lost it after he invented the internet. Yeah, Possum, you're right. Not looking forward to fire season. You must be in California. I'm assuming, I don't know, maybe not, but there's things that could be done out in California. From everything I've read, there's things that can be done out in California to prevent a lot of the problems they have. So, but we're not going to get into all the politics and all that stuff. Lester had fun flirting with the cute girls in class yesterday, but they all have boyfriends. Couldn't concentrate on your work. You gotta go, if you're going to class, you gotta learn something. Cooling is much more dangerous. Yeah, I don't believe anything anymore, so. Yeah, it went from the ice age. Yeah, they were predicting an ice age, another ice age, and then, yeah, then to global warming. We were all going to be on fire, and now they call it climate change because anytime it rains, they say, see, climate change. Well, hell yeah, that's climate change. The climate just changed. I mean, last week it was in the 80s here. Today it was 40 degrees. That's climate change. It's warming up right now. It was 40 degrees when I started walking. It's going to be 75 this afternoon. That's climate change. It's an easy excuse. Oh, look, there's a hurricane. Oh, shit, that's been happening now for thousands of years, so. I might have been born at night, but it wasn't last night, so. I'm going to go outside. You guys got me all riled up now. coming in here telling me it's the hottest. We're March 20th and it's the hottest year on record. How the hell do you get that? I think with the whole Al Gore thing, before they gave him the money, they should have waited to see if any of his predictions came true. I did see an interview with him, and it was after all of his predictions were supposed to have come true, and none of them did. And they were asking him about that. And yeah, don't forget to yell off my lawn. Exactly, Mike. But yeah, they did an interview with him, and they said, you know, none of these things that you said were going to happen in your book have happened. You know, why not? And he said, oh, well, we've made some changes, and we've improved, and we've done some things that I recommended in my book. So, just made it to the parking lot. All right, Smokey, we'll see you later. Thanks for coming in. Sorry about what happened to you, man. Possum, I agree with you. You know, I'm concerned about my grandkids and their kids and their kids and all that. But I just got a feeling it's all going to be okay. I mean, there's one thing that's controlling all this that I believe anyway, and when that entity decides that it's all over, it's going to be all over. And it could be a nice, beautiful morning like today where it's 45 degrees or whatever it is here, sun shining, and boom, we're done. That's what he decides. That's what he decides. So, notice none of the climate models were right. Yeah, absolutely. They were, they were catfishing us, Mike. They're all catfishing us. That Gumby episode. Time to get the flip flops out, Ducky. Yeah, well, you know, I say I don't talk politics or religion, but I do believe in God, and when God decides it's all over, it's going to be all over. It's that simple. So, combination flip flop boomerangs. Remember that old Eddie Murphy comedy show? That there's no way in the hell he would ever be able to do it nowadays. But Eddie Murphy had that comedy show back when he was huge, and on Saturday Night Live. I think he was done with Saturday Night Live, but anyway, it was on HBO for years and years. And he used to talk about his mom being, yeah, Eddie Murphy Raw, yeah. Talk about how his mom was accurate with a house slipper. and he did the theme song to the Clint Eastwood movie. Yeah, that was good. That was a good show. I don't know how many times I've seen that. There's no way he'd be able to get away with that nowadays. That whole show would be banned. Hate speech. You remember watching that when you were like 6? Yeah. I was a young man. I think that came out. I think it was in the early 80s that it came out. But yeah, I remember watching it on HBO way back when. G.I. Joe swimming through the cavern with the big brown shark. Yeah. I talk to birds. No hate speech problem. Okay. Your dad had a ping pong paddle? Yep. Yep. My dad had a very wide leather belt. I don't know why I'm just standing up and walking around. Oh, let's have a seat, Dave. I guess I just didn't want to grunt. Still eating cabbage from a few days ago, Lester? All right, Lester, you know that's not good for you. That's why you have manners and morals. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Well, I don't know. Let's not get into all that. Your mom used to practice karate to beat your ass. I still remember my dad knocking my brother out. My brother was, I don't know, about 15 or 16 years old, and he wanted to go somewhere. My parents weren't letting him, and he was standing in our bathroom, and he told my dad, he said, well, I'm going whether you like it or not. My dad said, no, you're not. And my brother said, I'll kick your ass. And he reared back to take a swing at my dad, and my dad just, boom, quick jab right to the nose, knocked his ass out cold. There was a hole in the bathroom wall, the drywall in the bathroom wall. Luckily, his head hit in between two studs so that he didn't hit the stud. But yeah, there was a nice little hole from my brother's back of my brother's head in the bathroom wall for a long time. Your mom hit you with a slapjack? Wow. I had a switch, small limb off a small tree. Yep. Panda, how you doing today? Good to see you today. Haven't seen you in a few days. I hope you're feeling better. I know the last time I talked to you, you were sick. How are things in Ireland? Maybe that's why you haven't been on here. You've been recovering from St. Patty's Day for a few days. Took you 3 days to recover from your partying from St. Patty's Day, Panda? Your mom was identified as Bruce Lee. Tennessee Blacksmith, how you doing today? Welcome in. Good to see you today. Thanks for coming by. Just getting up, huh? You had to work on Patty's Day? Oh man, that sucks. And now you got a chest infection? Ah, damn. Corned beef and cabbage for St. Patrick's Day. I did absolutely nothing for St. Patrick's Day. Be water, my friend. Just flow around the obstacles. That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, if you green Engway gummies for St. Patrick's Day. You just run down? Yeah. Yep. That will definitely get to you after a while. You didn't do anything either. But you know what? You came on here and you got green names on here. So. Zach, you went and bought a coffee cup from my store? They were leprechaun flavored. Panda, I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. You bought coffee cups off of my Redbubble store, Zach? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Irish Girl cream in your coffee. That sounds like a fighter jet. Huh. Don't hear much of them around here. Yeah, Ducky was here. You bought 2 of them for you and your wife. All right, Zach. Marina, how you doing? That is a very nice name, Marina. I like that. Watching Leprechauns in the Hood. Just Irish cream coffee creamer is all that is, Panda. She just told me, she said, now I'm going to have to go shopping on his store all the time. Big Jim Bob, how you doing today? Irish cream, I mean, what's the liquor that's Irish cream? Cowboy, how you doing today? Your mom drinks vodka and farts on ants. All right. Yeah, Bailey's Irish cream. You got Bailey's over there, right? Yeah, Bailey's. Yeah. Zach, if she wants to buy out my store, now I don't want you to spend all your money, but not being political, but if the praying people could just add prayers for our troops to their prayer list. Absolutely, Possum. Your mom sounds like a hoot. Cowboy, I'm doing very well. Well, raining in rains. How are you doing today? Good to see you today. Yeah, it's a liqueur. Not sure if that's how it's spelled, but you have something you were saving from my stream? Absolutely pray for the troops. My best friend is on high alert. He's active duty Army, so he's on high alert to be deployed. So I haven't talked to him in a while. I was just thinking about that last night. I need to get in contact with him and make sure he's still stateside. And Cowboy just sent a happy poop. Well, thank you very much, Cowboy. I appreciate that. I'm still tickled about how my Tar Heels lost last night. Ticked, not tickled. All right, Eden. I'll get right on that. Yeah, I haven't heard from Natalie in a few days, so kind of worried about her a little bit. Liam Barnes, no, you cannot be a mod. Absolutely not. Cowboy, that was your last 10 gift points. Well, thank you very much for spending them on me. I appreciate that. We got some jets flying around today. You have a friend in the reserves? Yeah, I hope Natalie is doing all right as well. I haven't really, sadly, I haven't really looked at the news, anything going on over there, so I probably ought to look at that and see what's been going on. Yeah, there's an Air Force base real close to me, about 3 miles that way. And she's going to buy out my store, Zach. You miss her notebook and wooden spoon? Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they can get all that, straightened out over there soon, very, very soon. Won't be long, I'll be seeing ultralights in the sky. They fly them around a lot over there, Mike. I've always thought that would be a cool business idea. Over the farms? Oh, okay. I always thought that'd be a cool business idea in like a beach community to have ultralights and give ultralight rides along the beach. I think that would be cool. You'd probably charge people quite a bit of money to go up and fly in an ultralight. Yeah, there was a guy when I lived up in Ohio. The last house I lived in, it was kind of out in the country a little bit. Yes, I do have coffee cups in my store. They are expensive though. I'll be honest with you, Karen. This is one of them right here, and that's like a $25 coffee cup. So they ain't cheap. The t-shirts and stickers, you can get a sticker and put it on a coffee cup for like $3, and you just stick it on a coffee cup. There you got a doctor's appointment, working on some sourdough, grocery shopping, and an afternoon walk. There you go. Lester, I saw your comment about the girls jogging in shorts. You bought a hoodie once from a favorite channel in the UK and it ended up costing you $85. Yeah. Karen, yeah, definitely check out my Redbubble store. There's a link in the description for it. I've got a lot of different designs on there, not just the Get Busy Living and my logo for my store. I got a hoodie that's got my logo. That's why I went like that. But the logo for my channel. But I've got a lot of different stuff on there, a lot of outdoors kind of things. So, think you want to grill this weekend? You know, that sounds good. I meant to get some hamburger when I was at the grocery today, or yesterday, day before yesterday, and I didn't get any. I'm gonna get my grill out today and clean it up. I might start cooking some hamburgers on the grill. Marina, you're taking off? All right, we'll see you later. Yeah, Raining, I just put up some designs for the 250th anniversary of our country, 250th birthday of our country. So I got those up. I think they're, some of them I'm not real happy with, but I think most of them are pretty cool. So I got those out well in time for the 4th of July, so. Go, you're going to take off? All right, we'll see you soon. Thanks for coming in today. I appreciate you being here. Lester, I think you are right. I think you are right. Dax Anderson, how you doing today? Good morning to you. Milk Rants, Jesus loves me. I know that. Ducky, are you here? Ducky, Ducky, Ducky? Quack, 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 quack. I know she has a bunch of animals to feed every morning, and peace, love, and flower power. Coming from the 70s chick. There you go. Perfect person to say that. Oh, Elijah, I didn't say hello to you. Hi, Elijah. Safe to sneak out of the corner and cause some trouble. I think you are safe for a minute. She doesn't seem to be here. Jenna Watson, nice glasses and cool mug. Thank you very much. You can buy that mug on Redbubble. Link in the description. Go to the description of my page. There's a link there that'll take you to my Redbubble store, and you can buy that mug. You had flower power stickers on everything you owned in the 70s, yeah. I'm just chilling, Elijah. Yeah, I go for a walk every day, and I walk 3 miles every day. I've been doing it now for 220 days, and I'm up to 495 miles of walking, heading for 1,000 miles in 365 days. So, and then when I get back done with my walk, I just kind of come back, sit here, and chill for a while and enjoy the chat with a bunch of really cool people that are in here. So, Mountaintop popping back in. Good morning. It's the kind of people we need more of in this world. Absolutely. Yeah, I remember old Kent State when that happened. I think it was the day before my birthday. There you go, Mountaintop. That sounds like a good BLT. Stranger Things, how you doing today? Just a BT? Yeah. I do go live on my walks, Elijah. I start out every morning at around 7:30 to 7:45. Probably gonna be. I've been doing 7:45 because of sunrise, but probably gonna be moving it closer to 7:30, and that's Eastern Standard Time. I am in Georgia, so the L is optional. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you can go with me. I take a nice little 3 mile walk. I walk around the block first in my neighborhood, and then I go out on a walking trail. And this morning we got to see some deer. I saw 4 deer in the woods, and then some white squirrels along the way, too. Picking wild berries out of your garden and making me a wild berry smoothie with banana. That sounds good, Jenna. Be having bread and mayo. Yeah. I remember eating cheese sandwiches. Slice of processed American cheese and a little bit of mayo or Miracle Whip on bread, and there's your sandwich. Karen, you have a fantastic day. It's good of you to be helping a friend out like that. And thanks for coming by. I love having you here anytime at all. Look forward to seeing you again. You were picking wild berry gummies out of the pouch yesterday. Remember sugar sandwiches? I used to make sugar toast a lot. Toast a piece of bread, put a little bit of butter on it, and then sugar. Actually, me and a friend of mine were home one time, or at my house one time when we were teenagers, and we got a bad case of the munchies because of what we were smoking. And yeah, we went through a whole loaf of bread. And my mom that night was like, "What happened to that loaf of bread? I just bought bread yesterday. What happened to that loaf of bread?" And we ate the whole loaf of bread. So BLT does sound nice. Yeah, you love coming in when you can. Well, yeah, we love having you here. Absolutely. Just meat in your hand. Yeah. Everybody hit that like button. Absolutely. We're up to 45 likes. Yeah, Panda, that was me. Cinnamon toast, yeah. And we didn't even bother with the cinnamon. We just used sugar. So you take two pieces of bread and jam them together. Yeah. My dad used to call bologna deer and bear meat. That was one of my dad's jokes. And it's called bologna was called deer and bear meat. Dear old bologna, and there's barely enough to go around. Lester, if you forgot to hit the like button again. A wish sandwich is two pieces of bread and you wish you had some meat. Yeah. Maple cream sandwiches. Paul, you're taking off? All right. Yeah, I'm about ready to sign off myself. I'm a little over 2 hours. Paul, thanks for being here. Always love having you here, buddy. It's good to see you every day. I was telling somebody the other day about you coming into my stream and being here throughout the entire stream almost every single day. Love it, Paul. I was just telling my daughter about that. She was asking about my YouTube channel, so love having you here, buddy. Oh, let's see, Panda. I used to cut circles out of bread and pretend to toast them on a radiator when I was a kid. Okay. Toast and sugar and butter. A little bit of peanut butter. Okay. You can't stand toast? Go 49ers, 49 subs, 49 likes. Stale bread. You see 49. I see 50 now, so. Okay, does anybody else do this or used to do this or still do it? You take a piece of bread. Texas toast is the best, like a bigger piece of bread, and you tear a hole in the center of it. Put some butter in a frying pan, put that bread in there, and then crack an egg in the center of the bread. And you fry the egg, flip it over, and you get your eggs and toast all in one pan. When I was a kid, my mom called it gypsy toast, so. You do that, Elijah? Yep. Tell you that again? Okay, you take a piece of bread, bigger piece of bread, like a Texas toast or something like that. and you tear the center out of it, just the very middle of it, not all the bread, just a little bit out of the middle of it. You put it in a frying pan with butter in it, and then you crack an egg in that hole in the center of the bread, and you fry the eggs. And you let the egg fry, you flip it over, and you get your toast and the bread all at the same time. Gypsy toast tell your fortune too? No, it doesn't. My mom called it gypsy toast, but my mom, on my mom's side of the family, hen in a basket. Yeah, yeah. People have all kinds of different names for it. My mom is Hungarian, and so we have some gypsy in our blood. And my grandmother and grandfather on my mom's side were both born in Hungary and immigrated to the U.S. in 1903. And at least that's the story I know. Anyway, early, they were young when they came to the U.S. But there is some gypsy in our blood, and so that's why they call it gypsy toast. So it's good. It's good. I did it for my kids for a while. My kids always loved it. Oh, really, Lester? Huh. That's why you don't like toast as well? Huh. Okay. Well, you're not supposed to get it on you. You're supposed to get it in you. So anyway, there's my recipe for the day. Some gypsy toast. Or hens in a basket. Or what else have I heard it called? I've heard it called all kinds of different things. I've described it to other people, and they tell me different words for it, just like Possum did. So it's a good way just to switch up frying eggs. So yeah, and someone asked if I like the yolks runny. Yes, I do. Yeah, egg in the middle. Yep. Elijah, I was inside my house a little while ago. When I got home, I sat inside and let my phone charge up. So 70 chicks, you might go back to sleep. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to go back to sleep, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. It's been over 2 hours, and I've had a good run today. We've done well. Got 50 likes. You saw a squirrel get run over while eating applesauce. You were eating applesauce, and it ruined applesauce for you for life? Can't wear jeans, feels like stuff crawling on you. Really, Lester? Huh. That's strange. I shouldn't say it's strange. And people have their own experiences, so. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. We're at 2 hours and 10 minutes. Got the 50 likes. You guys are amazing to me. It's good to see everybody come in today. Lots and lots of people to talk to. I love y'all for being here. You guys are the greatest to me. You guys make my day every single day. An Irish old folk legend. My granddad was the son of his seventh son, and it's believed that the seventh son passes down healing abilities in Ireland. Oh, okay. Ron, you have a great day too. Good to see you today. Thank you, Panda. Thank you, Panda. Yeah, that is kind of cool, Panda. Reggie, you're still here? Well, thank you very much, Reggie. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You guys are fantastic. You're the greatest. I will see you all in about 22 hours. I'll be back here again. We'll go for another walk. Peace.